Welcome to town meeting. Ooh, you know, for whatever reasons, the Pacific Northwest seems to serve as a magnet for controversial and charismatic figures like the Bagwan Shree Rashneesh, or like JZ Knight, the New Age channeler, and her entity, Ramtha. Well, one of the other immigrants to this part of the country is a man by the name of Roy Masters. Masters has, first of all, I got to tell you, he's a former professional hypnotist, diamond cutter. But his claim to fame, as it is, was the establishment of an organization called the Foundation of Human Understanding, and it has attracted a considerable following. Now, these are just among the things that Roy Masters kinds of puts forth. Anyone who disagrees with him is wrong. He knows the truth, and without his special knowledge, he doesn't feel the United States is going to make it. Now, Masters also acknowledges that in order to fulfill his mission, he has to generate a certain amount of controversy, and in that he has certainly succeeded, because it seems as if controversy swirls around this man. And here's a sampling, just a sampling of why.
What do I think about organized religion? I think it's a disgrace. So knowledge tends to develop the pride, the ego, the animal, makes beasts of us. A spirit of confusion rules when a woman is the dominant authority. The worst kind of people in the world, the lowest types, have risen to public office.
A lot of people may not disagree with that. Let me ask you, what we need to set up here, you believe that your foundation, it doesn't have any doctrine, so to speak of, as you say. And yet, in essence, what you're asking of people who subscribe to the foundation's way of thinking, is that appropriate in your point of view?
No, nothing you've said so far is appropriate.
Okay, well then let me continue. Let me continue in an inappropriate fashion then and ask you this.
You understand that none of the things that you're supposed to have said I've ever said.
You didn't say.
I don't know where you get them from. No,
from your books and from your magazine.
No, it's not. You have to show me those in my magazine.
Okay, we'll get to that later. But I did get them from your books and from your magazines.
You got them from other members of the media. You know, you all believe each other. You all believe each other's lies.
Okay, so all those are lies.
You know, have faith in each other, implicit faith.
Well, let me ask you this very clearly. Would you, if I subscribe to the foundation's way of thinking, for lack of a better term, would you expect me to accept your word as truth?
No.
What would you expect of me?
I've got to set the record straight, if you don't mind, before I answer those questions. That the very fact that I'm on with this gentleman here, who is occult experts, puts me in a position of, in the eyes of the audience, as a cult leader, which I'm not. And it's like saying to you, Ken, I'm sorry to put it this way, you know, that Ken has denied he's a child molester. And I put you on the show, he denies he's
no one has called you a cult leader.
I know, but the implication is there, you see, and it's very, very hard to live down, you know, especially with the media like yourself.
Oh, well, let me. What would you have us believe?
It's an implication. It's a perception. You see, and it's very difficult to fight perception.
Well, Roy, I'm not asking. Don't defend. Then explain to me what the foundation.
I just want to let the audience know.
Okay.
It's a very hard thing to fight.
Duly noted. But now explain to me what the foundation represents. Then.
The foundation has always represented self-motivation. Self-understanding, the understanding that you had if you weren't disturbed. When you were a child, you were violated, you were pressured, you were motivated. You lost your identity through those pressures, and you became the extension of those forces in society, and you never have lived your own life. Hence the conflict, the drugs, the violence, the alcoholism, the schizophrenia.
Do you believe that you can lead people away from those?
No. What I want to do, I have a special knowledge that helps people to come back.
This is where the other clip that I did picks up at, about what the foundation represents.